Hey, sorry, I forgot I was live for a second. Um, I'm gonna give you guys this message. I'm not gonna stay on long because I promised myself I would, ow, I would take time to heal and clear my energy, but this is a message that has to be given. Send love and light to everybody. And I did promise myself that I would take time to myself these next couple of days because I kind of been saying I'm gonna do that, and then I keep getting on live and doing this and doing that. But um when the message comes, and there's really nothing I could do about that. You know, and I feel okay enough to give that message now, and I'm gonna give it. So, all right, let's get into it. Let me just let a few more people come on in. This is a message for the travelers and the astral travelers, the healers. Hello, guys. Love and light to you. I'm tired and I need to rest. Like I've been on my feet a lot. I haven't really been giving my body the time to heal the way it needs to. And so I'm taking that time for me now. But when a message like this comes through, I feel the urge and the urgency to give it to you as it comes to me. I must give it, right? Okay. So those of you who are here, thank you guys. I'm just going to focus on the message and try not to read too many comments because I want to get through the message and rest. I'm feeling like really I just need to rest, right? But I wanted to give this message. So oftentimes when people say like, oh, you're feeling drained, tired, and it has to do with the astrology, and that's true. A lot of it has to do with the astrological, the way the astrology is timed up right now, the way it's in motion right now. So let's take that into consideration before I give this message. And this is a channeled message, and it also is an experienced message, something that I experienced that I want to speak on for the collective. So first thing I'm going to say is yes, let's take into the consideration that the astrology is very heavy right now, with a lot of these planets going direct soon, especially Pluto, who was in retro for a while. And now on the 11th, it's going direct. But I feel like always remember after retrogrades go direct or before they go retrograde, the first like 10 days before it goes direct or retrograde, I mean, and then the last 10 days after it goes direct. You have to take that into consideration because everything that your shadow, everything that's not serving you is going to come to the surface at this time. So if you have been experiencing things from the past that you said you would let go of, that you wanted to let go of, but you went back to them in this month, it's for a purpose. It's because Spirit's showing you this is what we want you to clear. Like this is, see how this frustration leads you to that kind of action or that kind of space where you get back into your old habits or ways or whatever it is that you're experiencing as far as like anger, resentment. I'm hearing unrest. Okay. So that's one thing I want you to take into full consideration. Now, the next thing I wanted to say about this, that at the end of October, this veil is closing up, like it's closing up completely because the veil had been super wide open for the past like 6 months. I'm hearing a year and a half. I'm getting hit in the head here as I'm saying that. For the past 2 years, I just heard that this veil has been super thin and people have been really dealing with a lot of heavy, I'm hearing heavy artillery. The energy was super heavy and super drastic and draining, I'm hearing. And it's been a super irritating time for a lot of people and a very chaotic tower moment after tower moment after tower moment for a lot of you. And feeling that I'm hearing igniting of the soul's lessons. Okay. Igniting of the soul's lessons is just how I'm hearing it. So you have been feeling this like indirect self-punishment kind of energy, like someone is punishing you, or like you're being punished, or like you're being like as if someone's mocking you, like, see, I told you you can't let go of this. I said, I told you you're not going to let that go. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. And it's like almost like the spirit of yourself was like mocking your higher self, saying, like, I told you she's not going to, or he's not going to let that go. I told you it's not going to change. And so that energy of chaotic mockingness that you felt like a mockingful if that's even a word, energy within you, it's now coming to a surface where you are going to start to feel like you're coming to a head with things, and you're going to see that this all was a very necessary process to the what is occurring for you in the next chapter. As in, you had to really experience this last bit of, I'm hearing anxiety, this last bit of like frustration and irritation, all of this stuff that has been carrying you up until now. And some of you, I'm hearing, you don't even know how you got through this. Like you feel like you were like an autopilot for the past few years. You felt like you were in serious autopilot. Like, as in, sometimes you wonder how the hell you even are standing here right now because of all the times that you felt like you just couldn't get up, you couldn't do it, you couldn't make it through. And this is a heart chakra moment for a lot of you. You had a lot of upgrades and downloads and um, ascension symptoms, a lot of confusion and clarity. Okay. I'm getting itchy right here, my right breast for some reason. You had a lot of, and my right side is like pinching and flickering and all that. And as before, I was thinking something very important, and the light flickered. It's like you're so in tune with that energy that you don't even know exactly just how immaculately you are able to come together with the vibrations that are aligning for your soul's purpose right now. And it may feel like it's super chaotic. You may not understand why you had to go through this. Like, why you put clear it. Okay. Let's be honest here. I'm hearing. Let's be honest. It's you figuring out that you truly can and have the ability to go back to anything that wasn't serving you from before. You do have the ability to do that. And because of the amount of frustration you've been feeling, this is where your aura, your energy needs to be cleared and grounded. It's like, you know, you're no longer blaming anyone else for the things that you're experiencing. I feel like some of you you've gotten to that point where you are no longer in the victim mode and the blaming mode. You know it's you. Like you're like, I know it's me. I needed to get this together and I was not doing it. And there's a reason why that happened though. Like it's almost like I think it's like you almost don't want to admit this, that your surroundings, I'm hearing your family, your thoughts, I'm hearing your arch enemy. Some of you feel like, oh, why is this person getting all this good things happening to them when they don't deserve it? It's like, and then you're like, wait, no, I don't mean they don't deserve it, but I'm just saying, like, in all fairness, why is that? People like that, why do they always tend to like come out on top? And then like realizing that when you're doing things moralistic, like in a moralistic way, in the light, it takes longer and it's harder because of the fact that you're not willing to sell your soul or your energy to get to the point of where you would like to be energetically, right? Because it's not about success for you. This is not for everybody. It's for a lot of you, but it's not for everybody. I think it's for you guys. If you're here and you saw this title, you feel like this point, like it's not about success for you. It's not about that. You're not worried about like, am I more successful than this person? It's more like, damn, I know I could be doing so much more if I could just, you know, get the opportunities and the help that I needed in order to attain this level of, for some of you, I'm hearing level of fame, but that's not it's not about famous like that. So in this point, okay, when I started this, I wanted to say this. Those of you who are feeling you need to sit back and rest right now, notice your dreams and what's going on in your dream state right now, that you are in the space where in your dreams, you can notice yourself like doing angelic work. Okay. So for instance, I had a dream that I was clearing out my grandmother's old home where I grew up here in America, right? When I was living here in America. And I went there in my dream, and there was all these random people just like sleeping at our house on the floors here, there. And I went in and I was like, who told you you guys can sleep in here? Everyone needs to get out right now. Like, and I started kicking people out. And then like I was turning these people into like little tools where I was smashing them and telling the other people, if you don't get out I'm gonna do this to you. So they all just got up. They're like, chill, all right, all right. And they were like, got up and left. And then this one guy at the end of the dream, it's like he tried to, he touched me, like he put his hand on me, like, because he wanted to tell everybody, I touched her for a reason, like as if I touched an angel. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I touched an angel. I did it, as if he wanted to brag to everybody that I touched her. And I'm like, hey, don't touch me. And then he was like, and he walked away and he's like, and I heard him, like I heard the thoughts, and it was like, I touched her, I touched her. It's the, it's the girl, she astral projects, she astral travels, she's the angel, the light worker, the whatever it is. It's almost like this powerful gift that I have, that, and he wanted to touch me to tell everybody, look, I touched her. And I woke up and I said, well, what's this? What is this dream? What does it mean? And they're like, well, when you said that you were doing work in many dimensions and many planets, this is what you do. You go around and you're like helping people clear things in the astrals, because the astrals was getting, when I say packed and out of control, you guys, forgive me for not reading the comments. Please comment after. This is a channeled message. I don't want to lose the focus because it's super important. And I wanted to give this so that I can rest for this next 2 days and really take time to process and meditate and clear my own energy and just focus on the healing part. Notice that you, in your dreams, you are actually doing work that it may not look like work to you. It may look like you're just there in these random places with these random people, but it's not that it's that you are doing some kind of massive work. And that's often why you feel so very tired and drained on this lifetime. You love being a human sometimes, right? You're like, this is great, it's cool. But I do feel like your human self, this is a big part of this message. Please listen to this part. I feel like your human part is not as incredible as the other versions of you. And so sometimes in this human direction, you kind of look at yourself like, I'm doing nothing here. This is whack. Like, what am I doing here? But meanwhile, you are doing a lot here. You're doing more than you give yourself credit for. And it's tough because you kind of want to see yourself doing so much more. Like you're just this doer, right? You're always doing and doing and doing. And you want to see yourself do so much more. And you feel sometimes like I could be doing more. But meanwhile, like spirit's like, you're doing a lot. Like, are you understanding me? Like, you're doing a lot. Why don't you ever see how much you're doing? Why don't you see how much you're doing? But there is a part of you that feels like you're failing something or you failed something. And you kind of feel like you just you need to keep up with your mind. Like your mind wants to do so much. It has all these broad ideas. It's phenomenal. It's always like ready to like experience and explore to the level of the like freaking higher vibrational beings that you just want to do so much. But then like your human self kind of like is like, "Uh, I know, but I don't know. I don't know how. Where do I start? How do I do it? I'm just so tired. Oh my God." And there's a lot going on, but that's because you're so all. Listen, I'm really like one of those people. I check in with the guides. Like, I'm like, really, what's going on? We're like doing all this stuff in other dimensions, or am I just like crazy? They're like, no, you're not crazy. You really do all this stuff in different dimensions, and you really do a lot of work in other dimensions. First of all, I'm hearing this very strongly. You just got finished clearing and cutting cords from a lot of energies, a lot of people, a lot of entities. I mean, you cut a lot of cords with a lot of these entities and people and spirit. You just finished doing a massive cord cutting, massive clearing. So, so you're trying to understand, if I just did that, then why do I still feel like I'm kind of like going back to like the things that I don't want to be doing? Why do I keep going back towards that route if I've just done all this clearing and working on me and letting somebody just beeped into my ear so loud, and it's still happening. Oh my God, that's the longest beep I've ever gotten in my life. Still happening. This is insane. All right, clear it, clear it. You know, somebody's hitting me on my heart chakra right now, too. There's still that one person I'm hearing that's still lingering in your aura. I'm hearing dad, some of you, uncle. It's a family member for some of you. The way they died is very low vibrational as well. Like they're still stuck in that low vibration. Some of you, this is a heart attack. Somebody died of a overdose heart attack. I'm hearing heart attack, heart. Somebody with the heart chakra. I'm hearing brain tumor very clearly. Car accident. Somebody's stepfather as well is coming through. I'm hearing Becky, an aunt and Becky. I don't know if I'm hearing Aunt Becky or Aunt and Becky. Leo, I'm hearing Libra, Cancer, and Gemini. I'm hearing the name Brianna, breasts, breast, breast, something with the breasts. I'm hearing 10-year-old James, Aurora. I'm hearing the name Aurora. This is a connection to dad's side of the family. Someone just doesn't want to let go. Like they just don't want to let go. Like your guys had to come in many times to relieve you of the duties of this entity or this spirit, or you could call it an entity because at this point it's like it's formed, it went from a spirit to it formed itself and restructured itself into an entity and has been so obsessive over your energy, your force field, right? It's like I'm hearing edible force field. And you got to stop feeding this entity. I'm hearing that very strongly, and I understand this part very strongly. You got to stop feeding that entity. It's like you're giving them food to eat because you're accepting the damaged parts of yourself. There's something in you that's like it's funny because it's how your guys are showing me how you are. They're going to me. Here's the funny thing about them. They're like so airy and light-hearted. Clear it in the heart chakra. They're so light and airy hearted, like airy and light-hearted. But there's this part of them that's so dark. It's so dark. But you don't understand that the actual darkness actually really keeps you in a beautiful space because you mix that darkness with your light and you are able to form the perfect being. Like almost like you know when to use that darkness to stand up for yourself and to stand up for others, right? Fearlessness, without ego. And then that light in you is just so loving and so peaceful and so sharing, so kind and generous. But then sometimes, just every once in a while, that darkness in you comes out. It's just, maybe I am the devil. Maybe I am negative. Maybe I am mean. You start thinking these, well, because you have played those roles in many lifetimes. You have been a dark, very scary individual in many lifetimes. Meaning scary as in like not like scary, more like scary, like someone who wanted power. You were like, I'm seeing like Napoleon type of energy here. You were that kind of person in a past life, and so it kind of creeps up on you in this lifetime. And it's funny because it's almost like that's why you're so consistently fighting against your own darkness and being from the darkness, because of those times that you played those roles and characters, and you look back and you don't enjoy the way you acted at that time. At the time, you could have cared less. You were just this very, I'm saying, I'm hearing evil, dictator in power, and you just didn't care. You had no feelings for people, and you had no consideration for their well-being. And you did things that this part of you right now would be like, I didn't do that. No way. No, you did. You did though. You did. And that's why it's like, this is why when you're here in this reality right now, you're still not understanding the concept of the fact that you have been everything. You've been the light, you've been the dark, you played the angel, you played the devil, you played the good guy, you played the bad guy, the victim and the killer and the child. I hate to say it, molest any other, I'm not gonna get into it. But it's like, and then this lifetime, you're battling the forces because of the many roles you've played in many lifetimes, and you don't understand that it's okay. Like that is a part of you that's going to stay and remain a part of you. But don't hurt yourself in the process while you're discovering these parts of you that are so deep and so beautiful and so amazing. And even the parts of you that are ugly and scary and mean and weird are still so very beautiful, and we see you as beautiful, and you can't see yourself that way because you keep telling yourself, I'm not beautiful, I don't deserve this, I'm never going to find love, and I don't know. It's not that you're never and that you're ugly and that you're not. It's just that if the experiences that you've had in these lifetimes and even in this lifetime have truly hurt you to the point where you can't trust again, Spirit wants you to take a week, 7 to 8 to 14 to 21 days. It takes 21 days to reprogram the mind. 21 days. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Let go of the intention of putting yourself down continuously. What is with you putting yourself down constantly? Why do we do that? Why do we constantly, continuously put ourselves down? I mean, when we know for a fact, number one, is that many of times that you do that, it's not even your own energy. It's not even you talking to you. It's like you're channeling another energy, and they're just very sad and very miserable and dark and depressed and lonely and desperate, and they clear it, and they want to take you on that journey with them. It's almost like a journey they're taking you on with, like, look at me, you don't understand, I'm sad, I'm lonely, I'm dark, I'm depressed, and I want you to feel my feelings. And then they make you feel those feelings, and then you think those feelings are your own, but they are not your own. In some ways or another. Okay. I don't think nobody's in there. The door's open. Oh, hmm. In some ways, those dark thoughts and feelings are also yours in some weird little place in your mind. They are also yours. And the light just went off randomly. And it's like you have to give yourself some credit and some time and really think about how you've been reacting and acting and what you've been putting yourself through and why you keep putting yourself down in this way, in these ways that you do. Why do you keep yourself down in the ways that you do? What steps can you take to understand why you put yourself down like this? You're welcome. Alyssa, beautiful. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Just know that right now, those of you who are truly like, I'm a light worker, I'm a traveler, I'm an astral traveler. I do work in other planets and dimensions. I'm a light worker. I do work in other time, space, and dimensions, like in all these planets and all that. I do that. I know who I am. I do it and I do it and I do it. Spirit, clear that energy, please. Clear that, clear that, clear that, clear that, clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. Those of you who feel that way and you know you do work in other places and you know who you are, you know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are because you resonate with the things that I say. And you resonate with things that a lot of people that stand up like to have these like clear it, clear the energy, please. Spirit, clear the energy. Holy Spirit, archangels and light, love and healing, all that is light, all that is love. I open the vacuum portal to remove all negative energies and entities from this home that may have attached themselves to anybody visiting this home. And may they leave now and be guided out for the Holy Spirit to heal and transmute their energy into love and light. We clear the energy, begin the vacuum suction portal, clear all negative entities and energies, dark spirits, any energies that are in the low vibration, pull them out of this space and out of any attached people in this home. Anyone who may have came to this house with attached entities, I clear your energy and I cleanse it by the power of the light that is within me and all around me. Holy Spirit, clear the energy. Thank you, Spirit. Anyone watching has any attachments that do not belong to them, that are there knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly, any contracts they may have signed with any of the entities from any time, space, dimension, past, present, or future, may resolve their own issues through the light and be removed by the Holy Spirit and the light of love and peace and protection. I send love and light throughout this whole space, through this internet. I send love and light and protection and love and light to everyone in this space, all in this home. I clear and cleanse the energy, and may nothing that followed us here may follow us out. May nothing that followed anyone here may follow them home. I clear their energy and I protect them with the most brightest, most powerful light that there ever is, ever was, and ever will be. The I am, the light of source, of guidance, of healing, protection, and kindness. Thank you, Spirit, for clearing the energy. Thank you. Clear it, and clear it, and clear it. Thank you, and clear it. Okay. Breathe easier now because spirit is with you right now and they want you to know that they are helping you clear like these last icky energies that have been kind of like it's done with. You know what's funny is I need you to understand something. You guys want you to know this is not even your energy. That's the craziest shit about this. It's not even your not even your energy, bro. Oh man, it's the people like that you care about, people you care about, people you love and care about. It's there. Yeah, they care. Mm, clear it, clear it. You're hearing your mom, your stepdad, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your father. I'm just hearing everybody's like, it's like, hmm, and it's not about blaming them for nothing. I'm not saying like, oh, it's them. Is there a clear the energy, clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. I'm not even like, no, it's not. It's not about blaming anybody or any of that. It's about, speaking on behalf of the fact that you are the light worker in this space. And it's like, you have to understand that. It's like as the light worker, you gotta understand that these people around you, I can't tell you what I just felt in my ear. It's not possible to explain. All I can tell you is that I feel like I went deaf in the left ear for a minute. Ah, there's a lot that you have to understand right now is that you have to understand that you are a generational curse breaker. You are the light worker. You are the healer. You are the star seed of this family. And that's not your ego speaking. That's not this is not me filling your ego up with shit like, okay, ego, you're so special and important. Nobody's better than you. No, I'm telling you what it is. Like if you resonate with any of this shit that I'm saying, then baby, you need to understand. You are the freaking the one, the chosen one, right? And these I hate to say it this way, they don't understand. Nobody around you understands. They think you're delusional and crazy. Like and you know what? In a way, I kind of don't blame them. Sometimes I think I'm delusional and crazy, but then there's always this little voice inside of me that says, Flo, now you know damn right that you're not crazy. Because even when you was crazy, you was very, very, and you were very, very sane. You may have been crazy, but you're not insane. Total difference. There's insanity and there's craziness. Yeah, you might have been crazy, but you were never insane. Nobody understands, and I don't care. Medusa, thank you for those words. I was Medusa in a past life. I saw myself in a cave, and I was basically like taking it full advantage of everybody there. Like I was like using people for sex and all this weird shit. It was just insane. Yeah, I saw myself. I was crazy. I think I might have been insane in there because, you know, not to mention that somebody called me Medusa one time by accident. Like, no, by accident. We were talking and we were at the campfire and he looked at me and he was like, huh, Medusa. And I was like, what did you say? He was like, what? Like, he literally had no clue what he just said. And I was like, you just called me Medusa. And he was like, no, I didn't. He's like, what the fuck would I be saying Medusa for? He's like, I don't even know really too much about Medusa. Why would I say Medusa? I'm like, I don't know, but you just called me Medusa. He was like, I swear to God, I did not. I was like, okay, bro. Okay. hmm Yeah, it happens like that. Sometimes spirit will come into a person who's weak and vulnerable real quick and be like, Medusa. And they'll say it and they don't even remember they said it. hmm So I got to tell you guys, this is going to be the message I'm leaving you with because I need you to know that. You were Cleopatra? I believe it. I know for a fact I was probably like Mark Anthony or something. I was not, I try to figure out if I was Cleopatra. No, I was a man like Mark Anthony or like Caesar, Julius Caesar. That's the kind of like lifetimes I've had. I was one of those kinds of, I'm not saying I was them, but I know I was like something very close to them. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Just know right now, especially if you're feeling like you just don't want to deal with people right now, you're just like, just get away from me. Like, leave me alone. It's because of what you're doing right now. And I gotta say, the dreams are dreaming right now. Like, if you don't see the dreams, they're dreaming. And you stop denying your power and what you're doing and all the shit you're clearing and fixing up in these places because you seem to like this. Look at that. I just looked up and it's 855 and my right palm was itchy the whole time. Some of you don't even know that you're about to like something's big is about to happen for you. Like something big. You're not sure. You don't know, but it's like an infinite change of abundance, okay? And we're not just talking about money, guys. Don't ever think that abundance is always money. No, because abundance could be an abundance of love, an abundance of gifts, an abundance of help, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance. You know what I'm saying? Because don't just right away think that everything has to be about money when you talk about abundance. But it is nice to think, yeah, I'm gonna get some money. Abundance is money, and that's good. Think that. That's what you got to think, and always think that. Obviously, always think positive stuff like that, right? But right now, your guides want you to know that if you're feeling a bit like you just want to be like you want to isolate a bit, it's only because of what you're doing right now in these other these other portals. You're really doing some crazy work. You're really helping a lot of people here, especially I hear you're helping your family members out with something, your grandmother, I'm hearing. Like you're doing some clearing for yourself and for others. And yeah, listen, don't let don't underestimate the fact that the way you're doing things in these other time space dimensions, it cannot affect you physically in this reality because it could be, well, it could damn right be that you are affected physically in this reality too right now because of what you're accomplishing in other dimensions. So while you may not see it, you are accomplishing a great deal of work. Ah, and while you're healing here, while you're healing something here in this time, in this space, also know that you are also doing a lot of beautiful work in other places. You are very strong, very accomplished astral traveler. Oh God. You've done a lot of work for yourself and for others. You've helped a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of things. You've helped and helped and helped and helped. Now, take the next few days to just rest and sit back and, think, meditate on what you're seeing, what you're sensing, what you're feeling, or what you're experiencing. If you did something or went through something, just meditate on that and bring that third eye to the surface again. Don't be afraid to open your third eye. Bring that third eye to the surface. I'm getting your crown chakra. I'm getting heat all up and down my crown chakra here. Focus on the crown area, especially for some reason I'm hearing this area. Focus on is the frontal lobe or is this the frontal lobe? But just focus on this area here. For some reason I'm hearing in your third eye, like from here to here. Focus on that when you're meditating. And there's something there that needs to be brought to the surface and illuminated. Lots of positive affirmations because right now those negative affirmations are trying to come in and oh, you're not gonna do it. You suck. You blah 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 blah. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? And lots of positive affirmations like I am worthy, I am beautiful, I forgive. And also for some of you, really focus on the forgiveness meditation. And then if you're into it, there's this forgiveness meditation. It's Hawaiian. It's Hopo'ono. And it's like Hopo'ono, Hopo'ono. And you can repeat that. And it's about forgiveness and stuff. And then there's also the um Tare tu tare tu resoha. That's also a chant you can do. It's the green mantra, the green Tara. It's the healing and forgiveness and letting go. That's a good one. And then you can also just say things like, I forgive. I forgive you. I release it. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you. I forgive. I release it. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I forgive myself. I release it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I forgive myself. I release it. And you could you say that in whatever words you want, or play a meditation like that on YouTube. And just understand, you have to understand right now, they're just trying really to distract you with the negative thoughts, man. So get that out of your, like, I swear what just happened to me while I was channeling you guys, I have no idea. My left ear. That was that was a clear sign from spirit saying, you see how they're trying to intercept and trying to stop you from giving them necessary messages and to focus on the light and the love that's within you. You see how they're trying to influence you to think that you're just this bad guy and you should just go ahead and carry on and be bad anyway. Good things happen to bad people all the time, which a lot of times it's true. It's true. You'll see a lot of times a lot of people that are shitty get the best things in life. They have the nicest cars, nicest houses, but also just understand something. The devil gives gifts too. Okay. The devil gives gifts too. When I say the devil, I'm not the guy in the red with the red horns. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that negative, like, I'll step on anyone to get here. I don't give a fuck. And we are not that. We are not that. We never were and we never will be. And that is why sometimes you get super frustrated and irritated. Like, come on, I'm really trying to do things the right way. I'm trying to be moralistic and do things the right way. Why is it not working for me? Because you don't understand why is spirit like taking so long to help you with something that you need help with when you really are trying to work on yourself and heal yourself. But you also have to understand that when you're working with the light, patience is required because the light is doing things moralistically. They're not stepping on anyone just to get to where, because you're manifesting all the things yourself. It's you with you, you're manifesting it. But however, we do require assistance from the uh international flight attendants to bring us our drinks and our meals while we're trying to manifest this. We do have help in all the other realms and all the other possibilities and all the other opportunities and all the other connections to the planets and the dimensions and the star beings and the angels and the guides and the loved ones and the ancestors. And so we are in tune with all of that and understanding that they are working with us right now simultaneously to try to help us achieve what we need to achieve. So take time for yourself. It'll be beneficial for you to not rush this stage. Don't rush it because the next stage is going to be like, they say slow and steady wins the race. And I hear my guides say that to me all of the time. My guides are like notorious in using the words patience and slow and steady wins the race. And sometimes I want to slow and steadily punch them in the face. But, obviously I completely understand why they're saying that. Because when we get things slowly and steadily, that means it'll last for lifetimes. When we get things quickly and we're not prepared for them mentally, it never turns out well. Am I right or am I right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then like I heard that thing and I saw this movie and he goes, people like right now, if you're in there, like, why aren't you helping me, God? Why aren't you helping me? Come on, help me. And then I heard that thing where the priest was telling the guy, he goes to him, there was a man in his, the whole village was going underwater and he was in the house and the whole village is going underwater. And everyone evacuated the town, but the man stood in his house and he was like, God will help me. God will help me. I don't need to leave. God will help me. And then, that same day, the fire department came and tried to get him out in there. He said, no, he refused it. God will help me. Will help me. He sent him a boat. He said, nope, God will help me. God help me. The helicopters came down. He was like, no, God will help me. God help me. And then the man drowns. And when he goes to heaven, he says to God, God, why didn't you help me? And God said, I did. I sent you a boat, a fire department, and a helicopter, and you refused to get on all of them. Right. So What does that tell us? We have to be prepared. Like if they're showing, if the guides are telling us slow and steady wins the race, give us time, be patient. We're giving you these opportunities. We're doing this, and along the way, you got the signs and the visions, and you're seeing angel numbers, and you're seeing all this stuff. What is that telling you? They're working with you right now. They just want us to be patient. And I, the master of learning patience, is telling you this as opposed as I'm telling you this because I get so impatient sometimes that I self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like, okay, I'm gonna give you another story you could use and you could tell people, right? When people are like, why is this happening to me? Why does this, why are these entities chasing me? Why are these demons chasing me? Why are these demons bothering me? There's a guy, he's telling his friend, I keep having this dream and this demon is chasing me. In every single dream, the demon chases me and he chases me and he chases me and I don't know what to do. So his friend goes, why don't you just stop in a dream and ask the demon why he's chasing you? He's like, all right. He goes to sleep that night, and what do you know? The demon chases him again. So he stops in a dream and he goes, hey, demon, why are you chasing me all the time? And the demon looked at him and said, I don't know. This is your dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This is your dream. Like the demon's confused why he's chasing you too. It's because you're creating that demon. That's why that demon don't know why it's there. He just knows I'm a demon and I was told to come here and chase this guy. He's not doing it because he wants to do it. He's doing it because you're inviting that energy into your life. We essentially invite everything into our lives. So if we're mad right now, we're negative right now, we're angry right now, everything that's going on, yeah, we're just calling it to ourselves. And I know that because it's self-sabotage and I've done it. I do it all the time. I'm a master of self-sabotage. Things will be going great for me. And here I am telling myself in my head, like, things aren't going great for me. Like, girl, shut the fuck. What are you talking about? Oh, I spent all this money. I did all this. Like, those things fucking matter anyway. They never do. Tell people that dream right there. Somebody who constantly blames other people, tell them that dream. That's one of my favorite dreams to tell people who are constantly complaining about why they're always getting punished and beat up by spirit or entities or whatever it is. It's one of my favorite things. First of all, face your demons, and number two, understand that their only job is to do what they're told to do. So if you're telling that demon basically unknowingly, hey, chase me in my dreams because this is my fear. I'm afraid you're going to catch me one of these days. Until you turn around and just go, excuse me, back the fuck off. And demon's like, all right, I don't know why I'm here. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, guys, I love you. My ear is still kind of like, it feels like it's still, I can't really hear good from it. All right, guys, I love you guys. Happening for us, not to us. Patient, slow and steady wins the race because it's like your wins are not going to be like other people's wins. Your wins are going to be the kind of wins where it's like you get to bask in the fruit of your labor. Like you get to sit down and look around for lifetimes to come and be like, wow, I can't believe that whole time I was so angry and upset. Like, how could I have not been more grateful and happy? Like sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up and be more grateful. You were such a baby. Like, stop being a little shite. You know what I'm saying? You know why we're the most spoiled babies? Why we act like spoiled little brats is because we're always used to getting what we want. That's why we're like, I'm not getting what I want right now. Blah, blah, blah. We act like little bitches. You feel what I'm saying to you? Yes. Okay. I love you guys. All right. Just remember this message, okay? For the next 2 days, if you don't really see me like that, I'm clearing my energy. I'm cleansing my spirit. I'm releasing my own stupidity that I don't know what the fuck sometimes I do, but I do know. I know what it is. This is this is my higher self showing me like what I need to step away from, like what I finally need to detach from. Love and light to everyone, but I need to detach from these people, this place, this thing, this situation. It's like because you have to understand something. I'm like, I need to really recognize, like, flow. Come on, do that. Get out of there and do this. And instead of just being like, yeah, but I'm comfortable here. And no, be uncomfortable for a little bit. Who cares? Who cares? Like, face your fears. Do what you need to do. Stop being a little yacht. You know? I love you guys. Don't forget, towards the end of this month, hopefully the end of October, that 49.99 tier that you guys sign up for is going to be the personal mentorship program where I will get you guys in my lives for a couple of hours and you can ask questions and we can go back and forth. We can even do it on Zoom, whatever you guys are comfortable with, or it could just be on live on YouTube. And you'll be getting a lot more lives privately and personally with me on YouTube, which will be like, I'll have like 2 lives a month where we go live for the 49.99 tier. And at the end of the month, we do like a 2 hour class where you ask questions and I answer them. It's basically a Q&A and you get personal time with me on YouTube and there won't be so many people in there, which is I love it, but also I don't get to answer everybody's questions and it's very difficult for me to get to everybody's questions and answer all of them. So we're creating a private space where you guys can come in. And then of course the 4.99 tier, I post private channeled messages for you guys here and there. It's that's a support from you to me. Those who are signed up for the 4.99 one, you are supporting me in a way that you have no clue. Without you, I cannot do this. I just won't be able to because they don't pay. YouTube don't pay nothing. TikTok don't pay shit, and neither does Instagram. You get like a little bit of money for everything you do, and I don't do like promotions and like, hey guys, buy my products because like I've never even like thought of that. Like that hasn't even crossed my mind. And whenever it does, they're usually like, I'll send you a free product and make a video. Like okay, like I'm not making money off this. Why am I gonna do this? You know what I mean? So I send you love and light. Thank you guys for everything you do, all your support. Take your time these next few days. Take rest and rejuvenate. We look at that. Look what time we're leaving here. 9/11. 9/11. I love you all. Yeah, Joe, Jen. I mean Jen. I'm going to rest right now. I promise. I just needed to give this message, and I think I'm very happy I did. I wish I would have gave this message on Instagram so that I could have saved this and posted it because it's a really great message and a very good channeled space. But anyway, I love you all. I will see you guys later. Okay. Love and light to you. I'm going to rest now. I know I'm supposed to rest. You know how it is though. If a message comes to me, how can I not pass it on? Because it's such a good message. Like when I'm gonna read, because I watch messages, channeled messages, I rewatch them because I don't remember some of the things I said while I'm channeling. I don't process everything, so I watch them over again. And I know a message is really good that I gave when I sit through the whole thing and I'm like, wow, that was really amazing. And I have a few of them, and I believe this is going to be one of them. There's a few channeled messages that I remember watching, or some of my messages, my shorts, my reels. I rewatch my own messages. You know that, right? Like I play them and I'm like, yes, Flo. Yes, yes. You are powerful. You are amazing. Like I have to tell myself, I have to see myself outside of myself, talking to myself, telling myself that I'm better than myself thinks myself is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got to do it. All right. I love you guys. You guys are my babies and I love you. And you see, even though I'm supposed to be resting, I still got to come on here and give you your messages because you're my babies. I love you. I'll see you guys later. Okay. Yeah. Rewind it if you need to, or just like save this one. Like, because I feel like this is a good one like that we need to rewatch because there's a lot of deeper messages here than I expected. I intended to come on here and just talk about how we're sleeping and all that and how what we're doing in the astrals, but this shit just turned out to a whole nother thing. So I'm rewatching this. I love you guys, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. Have a great, wonderful, beautiful night. Until then, I'll see you later. I love you, okay? Good night, guys. Kiss you. I love you. I'll pray for you, country girl. Right now, I'll pray for you right now. As soon as I get off here, I'll pray. I'll send prayers to everybody. Love and light to you all. Okay. Good night, guys. I'm going to rest. Good night. You guys get some rest and meditate.